back there. There you go. Perfect. All right, guys, we're just setting up. Just setting up shop. Let's go live a little early. What's up, Clara? What do you think? I got the church right back there. Looks good, right? I'm taking a second to get set up because there's usually not many people in here right off the bat. So, how you doing today? Come on. Yeah, let's rock this out, man. I like this idea because religion is such a barrier. Testing. Can you hear me? Doing good. Welcome to Vegan FM, where we are showing a church today. Okay, I gotta rehearse. All right. Clara 18. Jesus is vegan. That's the sign today. Because if he was here in 2025, he sure would be vegan. Let's see if we can get anybody to come on over. It says, prove me wrong. So that's kind of a prompt for some talk. But it might just be talk for the chat. So, what's going on, big guy? Some dialogues, hoping to talk to people, maybe open some hearts and minds. That's what you got to do. This day and age, you know, societal flows go unchallenged until people start critically thinking. Let's go live. Let's do this. When people walk by, I think I'm going to turn around so they can see the sign. But while I'm here, you know, we're going to have that big, beautiful church in the background. I'm going to be like Trump. Everything is big and beautiful. Welcome, everybody. Jesus would be vegan. That's right. Vegan Jesus. Everybody, load into this chat. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? What's up, Daniel? What's going on? Team Vegan in the house. Let's see who's going to step up and try the exercise, try the debate. What's up, NHK? What's going on, sir? No response. It's okay, I'm used to that. What's up, Grim Reaper? How you doing? Calling me by my government-issued name. All right, today, if you're just joining us, we have a big, beautiful church in the background, and we are interviewing people to see if they think that Jesus would not be vegan in 2025. So we're contesting that Jesus would be vegan in 2025 because he was the most compassionate person that ever lived. That's our today. This is our episode, and welcome. If you're just getting here, I do these all the time. Interact with the public, carry on interviews. We get people to critically think. We impart sound information. And that's where we go. So we'll see what that brings today. I could also see him being a stoner, but that might offend some people. Yeah, I bet you he would be. There's no victim there, right? The problem is with animal agriculture, there's a huge victim, and it happens to be a ton of victims. So I would contest that um, the most compassionate man that ever lived would indeed be a vegan. And I think most people would agree with me on that one. What do you guys think? I'm getting a lot of people out here, actually. So we'll see if we get some people at least throwing their 2 cents in. I know people are going to want to. What's going on, guys? How are you? Go vegan for the animals. Let's go. No reason to do it anymore. Just put a little pressure on people, but positive pressure, positive pressure. Steak is too yummy. Well, do you think Jesus would say that? I mean, let's face it, I don't think he would. I think he would tilt to the animal outlook, and he would look through the eyes of the animal outlook. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Nice to see you. Claire says animals are sentient individuals. Exactly. Animals are sentient. They have a central nervous system and a brain. Hi, ladies. How's it going? They were created with the capacity to suffer, eyes to see, noses to smell, ears to hear, organs to enjoy things. And when you're not vegan, you're taking everything away from that animal for simply taste pleasure, because there's no nutrition. There's no nutrition that's necessary from an animal. Sup, Drac? That's right. It's a fact. So I'm just putting some fact out in the air, maybe ruffling some feathers today, maybe stirring some conversations, and hopefully all the above. Critical thinking. Animal eater and animal lover. That's like being hot and cold at the same time, being strong and weak at the same time. You have defined an oxymoron, my friend. You've defined it. There's absolutely no need to eat anything from an animal in this day and age. Zero. We get everything we need from vegan options. Readily available vegan options are everywhere. So that leaves us with stark implications, and those implications are what we're doing to these poor animals is absolutely atrocious and abhorrent, and it needs to stop. The behavior needs to stop. And one of the biggest objections is religion. So out here I'm trying to address that, stir up some heat within that context, and hopefully get some people talking. I love my dog, but I love the way chicken tastes too. I hear you, Hitch Slap. I hear you. I mean, for 30 years I wasn't vegan either. I love chicken. And you know what? I still eat it, but I eat the vegan version of. And if your why is strong enough, you can tilt to eat the vegan version of. And the cool bonus is you get healthier because it's void of plaque-promoting cholesterol, heterocyclic amines, plaque-promoting saturated fat, IGF-1, that's insulin growth factor 1, it's a cancer precursor, TMAO, hormones, cortisol, all this crap is inside of chicken and meat and beef. Milk has lipids, sodiums, proteins, IGF-1 hormones and growth factors. I mean, all this stuff is baked into the cake as far as animal products. Can't get away from it, and you can try your best to balance it with healthy lifestyle, but you're still putting it into your body, into your vessel. That's the most intimate thing that you can do. And if Jesus was here today, he would absolutely not like that, and he would not condone that people do that, and he would not be a supporter of animal agriculture to any degree. It's a violent, disgusting, vile system. Here we go. Save the plants. If you get a chance, Hitch Slap. I've kind of stopped responding to the plants have feelings and the crop death. So go check out my short debunking the crop death excuse in 3 minutes, and then come back because I'm not wasting time with you guys today. Because what that is it's a deflection. It's not really a legitimate reason. What's going on, guys? How are you? Go vegan. Most compassionate way to live. Had a few passers-bys. Save the plants. Hitch, go check out my short. Jesus ate meat, you bum. Hey, man, I can only be flattered by that sentiment, by the way. Um, so, yeah, there's historical context to what Jesus did back in the day. There was a kind of a historical must. What's up, big guy? There was a historical must. And right now in 2025, that must is gone. That must is no longer an excuse. If he was here today, he would choose the vegan option. And if you disagree with that, then you're saying that Jesus would pay for rape, Jesus would pay for violence, Jesus would pay for oppression. I mean, do you think that's who Jesus is? Who he was? Who he is? What do you think, guys? Claire says, Jimmy, what's the best vegan food? Oh man, there's so many. There's so many vegan foods out there, everybody. I mean, you can eat meat and cheese and milk and eggs, just the vegan versions of. They're all out there. You can season, you can sauce, you can texture. You can eat Italian, you can eat Mexican, you can eat Chinese, you can eat Japanese, you can eat Korean. Um, Literally, your freedom is amplified. Your freedom opens up. There's so many more things to enjoy. A whole utopia of flavor lies on the horizon. You just have to make the change and take the violence out of your diet. Um, my favorite foods, I like chickpeas, I like lentils, I like rice and beans, I like vegan burgers, I like spaghetti and vegan meatballs, fruits, I like blood oranges and apples, bananas. Um, you know, like I said, there's a whole utopia that lies on the horizon. If you can just make that change to vegan, just make that change to vegan. Be on the right side of history because the arc of history remains. It's going to keep going, and you're going to get left behind if you're still eating flesh of others. I know it sounds interesting when I frame it like that, but that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. I don't think anybody can see my sign. I make sure they can. Oh God. Body reads what I write. I'm Inuit. Oh, you are? Okay, you're an exception then. What's going on, guys? How are you? What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Believe it or not, Jesus is vegan. Compassionate man. Compassionate man. I mean, unless you disagree with that. Those people were laughing at me. Jesus ate fish. He wasn't vegan. Jesus would not eat fish in 2025. Everybody, please go watch my video with Jonathan Balcombe where it's called Shocking Fish Facts, and you can learn about how fish were created with sentience, how they have central nervous systems, they have eyes to see, noses to breathe, internal GPS systems that are governed by electromagnetics, really sophisticated anatomy that, if you believe in creationism, they were created with intent, and they weren't created to die. Now, there was historical context to a lot of what happens in the Bible, what's been depicted in the Bible, and there was a must factor. But nowadays, there's no must factor, so there's no excuse to do it. Hi, guys. How are you? Hi, everybody. So no one wants to step up, do an interview yet. A lot of people walking by making remarks, but what's up, big guy? Who wants to do an interview? I'm going to start inviting people in for interviews now. In 2025, he 100% is vegan. So if you're arguing that, you're saying that he is for rape, he is for murder, he's for oppression. And I don't think that's your position. I don't think that's your position. Oh, Walker, come on, man. Keep it PG-13. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, Clara says, Jimmy, please talk about what medical doctors learned during their studies about nutrition. Okay, so thanks for teeing that up, Clara. So medical doctors, through their whole regimen, through their whole tenure as students, they get about 3 hours in aggregate of nutrition information. And said nutrition information is sponsored by interests. So they're getting information from interests that want them to see them propagate said information in order to channel and siphon profits. So you cannot listen to any kind of nutritional information from a doctor, especially an MD. You want to find a doctor that's gone outside and gone down the rabbit hole and done his own due diligence and found non-sponsored platforms of which to absorb information on empirical data. So, what's going on, guys? How are you? Vegan for the animals. Jesus would be vegan. What's going on, guys? So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, tofu never screams, what Claire has said. John Doe says, pork the other white meat. Sad, man. It's sad that people are still thinking that animals are food. It's really pathetic. Really pathetic. Doctors are not sponsored by meat producers. Yes, they are. It's called the Military Industrial Pharma Ag Complex, and there is a revolving door of entities. And there is an absolute sponsoring of educational information that gets channeled down to doctors. If you're just joining us here, I'm outside of a church. We are challenging the public a little bit today on the fact that Jesus was vegan, or is vegan. Because in 2025, he sure as heck would be. No excuse, no cherry picking. We're not looking for biblical extrapolations. Either Jesus is vegan. Jesus is the most compassionate man that ever lived. So yes, he would be vegan. Lego says, you won't know. Broken says Jesus was pescatarian. Keyword was pescatarian, but he is not pescatarian. What's going on, guys? How are you? Have a great day. It's not healthy. It's not nice. It's cruel. It's childish, and we need to stop it. It needs to stop. It's 2025, guys. Yeah, he would be vegan in 2025. He was pescatarian, but he'd be vegan in 2025. Most compassionate man that ever lived. Imagine billions of people will still eat meat, including me. Well, you'll be left behind because the compassionate people and the people that are smart are going to move ahead. What's up, big guy? How are you? The people that are intelligent are going to move ahead, and they're going to proceed with the arc of history. They're going to boycott cruelty, boycott this childishness, and we're going to stop paying for this crap that's just destroying our bodies, our kids' bodies, and it's spiritually unethical. Lego says, I'm eating meat right now. Okay. I mean, it's not nice. Jesus likes fish, probably a sushi lover. No, not at all. He's a compassionate human being. He was the most compassionate human being. Fight me, weak vegan. Okay, big guy. All right. Okay. Somebody says, I need meat. I definitely don't. Jesus ate fish and bread and eggs. How's it going, big guy? How are you? Jesus fed 5,000 people fish. Didn't he, if my memory serves me correctly, didn't he manifest that out of a miracle? Something along those lines, right? So maybe that was an ethical way to do it. But in 2025, we don't need that crap, guys. Everybody watched my video, Shocking Fish Facts, where I interviewed Jonathan Balcombe, who wrote What a Fish Knows. And he will articulate to you exactly what fish know, their cerebral capacities, their familial dynamics, their nociceptors, their amazing capabilities. For instance, did you know that salmon have this internal GPS governed by electromagnetics? A salmon can actually go from point A to point B miles and miles and miles away, and then through its internal GPS can actually revisit that same track and go all the way back the same exact steps that it took to get there, with quote steps, obviously. Matthew said kill. Okay, this is historical context. We need to grow up a little bit here. It's 2025. We need to catch up. You're saying things and cherry picking things historically. We need to catch up and parlay our beliefs into 2025 and not be kids. Hi there, how are you? What's going on, big guy? How are you?
Yeah, okay.
He's vegan, most compassionate man that ever lived, right? That's cool. That guy agrees. That's Watch Game Changer Netflix, and you will see that vegans can be completely athletic. They can be completely bodybuilders. They can be distance runners. They can be, you name it, Olympians. There's no excuse in 2025 to keep behaving like this. No excuse. Jesus told his disciples to cast their net, and they shall catch so many fish. Maybe he meant that figuratively. I'm sorry, I can't remember. Javonta? I probably butchered your name. Maybe he meant that figuratively, not literally. What's going on, dude? All right. We got a lot of people that might be walking by, so maybe we'll get some interviews of people. Get this guy some iron. I eat plenty of iron. Iron actually comes from plants. It's how animals get the iron, bud. I don't know if you knew that. And if you're eating animals, you're eating too much heme iron. Heme iron is not good. It's correlated to disease risk. What's going on, big guy? You want to try? All right. Have a great day. Guy just smiled. Tia Blanco's vegan. Tia Blanco, vegan. She's an amazing surfer. She's vegan. Kyrie Irving, vegan. You know what? I'm going to call out a few celebrities today. I'm going to call out The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, you need to go vegan. You're a big dude. You have a ton of influence. You can be just as muscular as you are right now if you go on a vegan diet. I challenge you, Dwayne, to go for compassion, to actually impact some change in the world. Because right now, all you're doing is making a ton of money for yourself and inspiring people, but you're not affecting any change. You have a platform to truly affect change. And you can take this moment, rein it in, and go vegan on the spot and be a voice for people that are weaker. You'd be such a great figurehead for the movement. I challenge you, Dwayne, stop being an oppressor, stop killing animals, stop being weak. Go vegan. Go vegan, baby. I'll make a short out of that. That'll be for Dwayne The Rock Johnson. God gave us meats in the book of Genesis. Oh, boy. Once again, historical context, guys. Historical context. Let's not cherry pick. You're cherry picking. Right now, in 2025, we know that Jesus would be vegan. What's going on, big guy? How are you? All right. Morgan Mitchell is vegan. Patrick Baboubian is vegan. Kyrie Irving, Tia Blanco. We got, who else do we got that's vegan? Nimai Delgado was on the cover of Muscle and Fitness. Claire, can you hear me?